This is for mathematical methods. It's Heffernan 2020 exam 1 question number 9. 6 marks, so we're getting the pointy end of the exam. I have this function, it's been drawn for me, beautiful. I'm thinking if I have a workout area, I've got to think about the negativeness. The function, I've got this equation. The graph crosses the x-axis at the origin, I can see that, and at point B, and there's a minimum point at A. So find the coordinates of B. So I'm looking for the x-intercept. I know one of them is at 0, 0, so I need to make y equal to 0. So I've got 0 equals, bracket, e to the x minus 1 times e to the x minus e. Okay, this has already been factorised for me, and it's been set equal to 0, so I can use the null factor law. Either this one equals 0, e to the x minus 1 equals 0, e to the x equals 1, therefore x must be 0, and that gives me that, or e to the x minus e equals 0, which means e to the x equals e, and if I'm equating powers, the value of x that gives me e has to be x equals 1, so that coordinate must be 1 and 0. Find the coordinate of point A. Well, I need to take the derivative and set the derivative equal to 0. So I've got f of x equals e to the x minus 1, e to the x minus e, and I'm going to use the product rule to find the derivative. So u equals e to the x minus 1, so u dash equals e to the x. And v equals e to the x minus e. E is just a number, there's no x there. So v dash also equals e to the x. So putting that together, I cross multiply. So e to the x minus 1 plus this times this, e to the x minus e. I can see a common factor there of e to the x minus 1 plus e to the x minus e, which is e to the x. I've got two e to the x's there, minus 1 minus e. And if I'm setting that equal to 0, then that will never be a solution. So 2e to the x minus 1 minus e must equal 0. 2e to the x must equal 1 plus e. E to the x equals 1 plus e on 2. So x equals log base e of 1 plus e on 2. And what did the question ask? Find the x coordinate, and there is the x coordinate. Okay, so over the page, find the range of f. Well, the range of f is going to be this coordinate here. So the range is going to be the y coordinate of point A up. So I need to sub this into the rule to find the y coordinate. Okay then, so I'm looking at x equals log base e of e plus 1 on 2, and I know that f of log base e of e plus 1 on 2 should equal e to log base e of e plus 1 on 2 minus 1, and e log base e of e plus 1 on 2 minus e. E to the log base e will be this, so e plus 1 on 2 minus 1 times e plus 1 on 2 minus e. So it's going to be, if I put that all over 2, e plus 1 minus 2 times all over 2, e plus 1 minus 2e, which should give me e minus 1 on 2 times 1 minus e on 2, which is, they're the same except a minus. I've put a minus out the front, 1/4, because 2 times 2 is a quarter, e minus 1 squared. So that's going to be up to infinity, and that's going to be my range. Now find the area enclosed by the graph of f and the x-axis. So for that, I need to find this area. And I know I go from 0 to 1, but it is negative. So the area is going to equal negative 0 to 1 f of x dx, and that gives me a method mark. So it's going to be negative 1 from 0 to 1 of e to the x minus 1 times e to the x minus e dx. I need to expand this because I don't have a rule that would let me anti-differentiate. So e to the x times e to the x is e to the x plus x, which is 2x, minus e to the x minus e to the x plus e dx. E is just a number, it's only about x that I'm interested in. So it's negative, because there's a 2 there, a is 2, it's a half e to the 2x, minus the same thing, e to the x, because the antiderivative of e to the x is e to the x. I don't care about the e because it's just a number, minus e to the x plus ex from 0 to 1 with the negative at the front. Okay, so now subbing in, I've got minus, I'm going to have a half e to the 2, then minus e to the power of 2, then I'm going to have minus e to the 1, and then plus e to the 1. And then when I sub in the 0, I'm going to be minusing, so minus a half e to the 2, is that correct? E to the 0. And putting in a 0 there, I'm going to have minus e, but I'm minusing, so plus e. Putting in the 0, then I have plus 1, and putting in a 0, I've got minus nothing. So it's going to give me negative. This gives me negative a half e squared. This and this gives me plus e, and then 1 minus a half gives plus a half, which gives me a half e squared minus a half is going to be my answer